Why didn't Anakin have a green lightsaber? In Star Wars, before Disney bought the rights, the old canon, or now legends, is what we knew best, where lightsabers were indicative of a Force user's favorited and most gifted power, with Jedi Guardians using blue, Force users using green, and evil having red synthetic ones. So with the rules for lightsaber colors being mentioned, why didn't Anakin have a green one? This could be seen as confusing since he was literally created by the Force. In fact, he was known to be one of the most potentially powerful Force users in all of the known galaxy. And I say known because now we have Snoke. So it would only make sense for him to have a green one, just as Qui-Gon did and as Yoda did. Well, Anakin just isn't all about the use of the Force. First off, he was in the Guardian class, still not a Jedi Master to have mastered all of his skills in every aspect of the Force, reaching at least the early stages of his potential. He was still very much a learner, despite being a knight. The second reason is because he was much too focused on becoming the best duelist and physical practitioner, instead of practicing his Force abilities and furthering his knowledge mentally. We can see proof of this throughout the canon comics where he is constantly dueling a droid simulated as Darth Maul, always trying to beat Obi-Wan. Now, Yoda was always meditating, focusing on the tremors of the Force, opening up his clairvoyance, who put his focus more on unveiling the mysteries of the Force itself. Now, green lightsaber users can be classified as the consular class. To add to this, in Revenge of the Sith, we can see Anakin and Obi-Wan at a stalemate with the use of the Force. Now, even though Obi-Wan has trained almost 1.5 times Anakin in terms of years, they were still quite equally matched when it came to the use of the Force, as we can see here. It has been noted that Obi-Wan was the least gifted with the use of the Force, naturally. However, it was his persistence and dedication to being the best that he could be that allowed him to reach the level that he did. Mind you, this is with extreme training that he put himself under, otherwise his Force attunement was extremely poor when he started at the temple. This just goes to show that Anakin was already at this level at a younger age, and without even caring much about using the Force, focusing more on his physical abilities rather than his telekinetic was the issue here. Also, in the Revenge of the Sith novel, it was said that Anakin used the Force to move the giant balcony that Dooku threw on Kenobi, so we can just see indeed he was very powerful with the Force, despite his limited training and care for it. Just, not nearly as strong as he became later on in life as Darth Vader when he really needed to use it and began to advance his Force powers finally. Therefore, Anakin received a blue crystal as is symbolic of his Jedi Guardian status. Now, if the new canon rules were in charge from the beginning, then I do believe that Anakin's lightsaber would have turned green sometime in Revenge of the Sith after the Clone Wars.